we made it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, it's us. We are back. It's again for the first stream of the new year on the first day of the new year for us. Like I know that some people are
already
in
the future.
In the future, but that's just how time zones work, you know? and we're here for our what's coming up in January. Our monthly live stream where we tell you some dramas that are coming up in the next month. This is not an exhaustive list because doing an exhaustive list, especially this month, would have been a ludicrous encounter. Also, there's rarely any Chinese dramas because they announce those are dropping like 3 days before they drop. So we never know
unless it's dropping tomorrow. We don't know about
there
it.
There are some, like legitimately, there are 2 dropping literally in the next 2 days. So we have those, but for the most part, it is it is what we could find and what we had time to mention. And also sometimes there'll be a drama and we look at it and we go, I think we can skip this one. We do, we have a little editorial.
So I probably weeded out a good 20.
Yeah, and then
before I even put them in the spreadsheet. Like as I was going, I was already like knocking stuff out. But like I've been so overloaded lately that eventually my decision maker was kind of broken. So I was like, I can't even make decisions. They're all going to the spreadsheet.
And so then I went through it, and then I always have like a really specific way to further weed them out. I'm like, if they don't have a poster on MDL, get out of here. If they don't have a synopsis, I don't usually have time. Those guys very nicely did find synopses for 2 that didn't have synopsis for me, so I did include those. And a lot of times it's like, if I'm looking at the synopsis and I'm like, I don't know anyone who watches us who would be interested in watching this.
See, sometimes I'm like, there's no way that's ever going to be on an international platform.
Yeah, right.
That it'll get the boot.
Sometimes, like for an example. So, like, if you're curious what an example would be like, sometimes like Japan will do kind of like a historical documentary type drama, and it'll be like a 2-episode or a 1-episode thing. Looks fascinating. We are never going to see that. Like, it will never cross streams.
Like there was one that I cut. I don't even remember what the title was, but it was like an isekai, but the synopsis had real war crime revisionist vibes to it. So I was like, you know what?
Never mind.
We're gonna not. We're gonna not. But anyway, let's just like get started because there are so many for some reason.
So we won't be as chattery this time during like
so many.
Usually if we only have like a handful, we'll like talk about it a lot. We will not be doing that near as much this time.
Because listen, it's never ending. When just for anyone watching, wait till you get to the 10th of January and just tell me if anything makes sense. All right, so let's just get going. This is our what's coming up in January. All that long thing to say. What's coming up in January? Let's find out.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm first. I'm never first. I have to like really embed that in my brain. Kakabas, January 2nd, Indonesia. A debt collector decides to try pursuing his dream of becoming a singer to make his teen daughter happy. However, everyone is too scared of him to tell him he is terrible at singing.
Oh, no.
It's a real...
I don't even remember putting this in the spreadsheet.
It was the first one on the spreadsheet.
Oh, so then it must have been...
Is it on Netflix or something?
Netflix. I think it is on
Netflix. That is how that one for sure ended up on here.
Next up, we have The Blossoming Love on January 2nd from China. It's a wuxia drama following a reincarnated warrior reuniting with his lost love in the mortal realm. However, neither of them have memories of their past life. A classic.
Of course.
Oh, no. It'll be on Yoku. It's Youku.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means it'll probably, if it does well on Youku, it tends to show up
elsewhere. Yeah.
Next.
Fugi Biren Taishen. January 2nd, out of China, a crown prince and princess become close while surrounded by court intrigue and enemies.
That
sounds like every single.
Yeah, no. Listen. When I read the synopsis, I was like, this says nothing. The synopsis tells us
synopsis,
nothing.
give us less.
Give us less. Give us nothing. I love it.
And this one's 10 cent.
10 cent, yes. Or WeTV
Okay.
is where you'll probably find that, yeah.
Ooh.
Love Scout, January 3rd, Korea. A CEO of a headhunting firm starts to fall for her secretary, a competent single father who takes care of her on and off the job. Oh,
Yes.
Say less. This is going to be on
Right
It'll
to
be-
my names.
Yeah, it'll be on Viki, so it'll be easy to
Cool.
find.
Yeah.
Woo.
Like, and you know what? I just finished Love Your Enemy, so I'm looking for something new to replace that in my watch rotation. You know, very
And I
nice.
will
Grown
say-
folk romance.
I will say, I don't think it's necessarily rom-com.
No, I think
So
it's just
we'll
a
see.
romance. Yeah.
So, like, that'll be really refreshing for it to just be romance.
Nice.
Oh God. Okay. So this one, listen. There's a reason why I included this. Okay, and I'm gonna
Sometimes
tell
we
you-
include things that we know we will never see. Probably.
that we know I never see.
But-
Okay, this one. Okay, but I will tell you why I specifically included this because I am confused. So it's a movie coming out in January 3rd out of Japan called Bukura no Fushidara, and the basic plot is there's an anxious woman and she develops the ability to stop time when she's doing her like college entrance exam, so she needed to study extra. However, there's a flip side to her ability, and it gives her like insatiable lust, like a lust demon. That the thing that got me though, like, listen, I'm like, okay, sure, except that I looked over on the side on MDL, and it was rated 13 and up, and I said, I don't believe you.
Because this is all, this poster. Unless the poster, if that's all there is, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, lesbian, sure, get it, sexy
No.
lesbians, but I don't think
But
it is.
it's not lesbians. It's not
No.
lesbians.
No, it's not lesbians. It's a very bait and switch poster.
So I want to say I was so excited when I saw the poster because I hadn't even read anything on it.
You're like sexy lesbians. Let's go.
I thought immediately lesbian vampire. That is what the
Exactly.
poster said
That's
to
exactly what I thought. I was like,
me. Lesbian
No.
vampire, but instead it is hetero ghost. So
Yeah.
we will take
yeah,
that.
lust demon ghost situation.
sure.
So it's not quite gay for ghost. It's
Yeah.
hetero for ghost. That's totally
It's
fine.
hetero for ghost.
Fine.
Ugh,
Yes.
lame.
I guess.
I suppose. Oh, lovely. Look how listen. When I export, I have to export it as a PDF for when I make it in like Google Slides, but I can only upload it as a PDF. And for some reason, when I export it, it always messes up my beautiful.
Graphic
Yeah.
design actually is her passion, and she's
Yes.
good at it. Okay.
That's the letter E, by the way, when you do read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ang Muta Ing? How do we pronounce that? Section E. January 3rd, out of the Philippines. 16 rowdy students find their school life thrown into chaos when a former pop idol joins their class.
I suspect
sounds
it might
fun.
be the dude with the red hair. You know what? Something tells me it might be the dude with red hair.
But also, it's like all dudes and one girl. So I don't know if it's the girl.
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
could
I
be
don't,
like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know anything.
it could be some sort of reverse harem situation, which
It
is always
Which
fun.
also
Yes.
fun.
Mm.
It's working on movie. Like I can't.
Oh,
it
it's
has
always
to flip
slow.
over.
For some
There we
reason,
go.
it's always
Okay.
slow for Sky. We can't figure out why.
When the Stars Gossip, January 4th, Korea. An astronaut and a space tourist fall in love while on a space station together.
Simple.
Yes.
Succinct.
Netflix.
Say less.
Okay.
Easy
I'm
peasy. A new
Yes.
weekend watch.
What? Gong Hyojin and Lee Min Ho. Like,
Yeah. I hate nothing.
can
I love
hardly go
everything.
bad, right?
A plus. A plus. Say less. I'm in it to win it.
The trailers and stuff are cute so far.
Yeah.
Like I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, yet again, a lovely, just terribly formatted when it exported, but one that I'm actually really excited for. And our first, it's very sparse on the gay entries this month. I'm gonna be honest.
It is very sparse.
So we gotta be excited about the ones that exist. And this is The Boy Next World, a new Thai drama from Noel Boss of Love in the Air. A forever single guy's life is turned on its head when a handsome man comes into his life claiming to be his boyfriend from a parallel world. Fun.
Hey.
Right?
When I read it, I was like, yes, I want to watch. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's,
fun.
we love a good multiverse. Like
Yes, we love
gay
parallel world moment.
Yeah. The gay multiverse. We're fans.
True Colors, January 5th, out of Japan. A photographer finds out that her eyesight is failing and decides to go visit her sister in their hometown for the first time in 18 years. 18 years?
Listen, that's a family that don't talk to one another for some reason.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, that's a family that don't like each other.
Something happened in that family.
Something
Clearly.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Burbo, Tsuta, Ju Aika, Osamo Yume Hanashi. January 5th, Japan. Follows life of Tsutia Juzaburo, a bookseller during the city of Edo in the 18th century, who is a political dissident and commentator. Sorry that I was so broken up saying all that.
Listen,
anyway, it looked charming.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the show looked cool.
Yeah,
very actiony.
Yeah, it looked like really like high quality. So, like
hopefully,
production wise,
it did. I don't think that the list of episodes, like it said, there was 0 episodes. Yeah. So, like, I think they don't have the correct number of episodes on MDL. But, and like, we're not guaranteed to see this anywhere. Yeah. But it looks fun, so I kind of hope that it shows up somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think it's cool. A bookseller that, like, he also,
does
a dissident type stuff. Guy.
Yeah.
And book culture is so, like, important in Japan. Like, it's such a big deal. So,
yeah.
That could be interesting.
All right. Next. Another gay entry.
they're all hitting you.
They're all coming to me. They know what I'm excited for. This is the Thai remake of Austin's Love, which starts on January 6th. It's an Earth Mix situation, which we are always a fan of. So it's a Thai remake of the Japanese show following a loser who somehow attracts the affection of the 2 men in his life, his coworker and roommate, as well as his much older boss. Though I feel like in this version, the boss isn't as much older as he was in the original. Because in the original, the boss was in his like 60s. Like it was.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
He's very old looking.
Yeah.
Listen.
You can tell me Earth is a loser as much as you want. He's like he's objectively an incredibly attractive man. Like, I don't know. Listen, I'll withhold judgment. Anyway, I'm gonna watch this one. It's it's GMM TV.
Oh really? You're gonna
what?
Shocking, I know.
The Queen Who Loved Crowns, January 6th, Korea, follows the life of Queen Won Kyung and her tense relationship with her husband, King Taejong.
He's a bit of a philanderer.
Ooh. Shocking.
And wants to use her family for political gain. Listen, this is going to be like Seguk to the
Sega pianist. Yeah.
Yeah. This type of show, just be prepared. If you have a fave character, just do not hold too tightly to
don't get too attached to any characters. You know what I mean?
When something is deeply drama Seguk, it's like, just gently hold your faves. Just be ready to give them right back.
Listen, they might not make it, and that's okay.
Especially
that's the way those work.
nice people rarely survive in these situations.
Oh man.
So yeah.
I remember I was watching one when I was at my mom's house, and she was like, "Oh, like there was like a character that was like the little sister of the main guy." And she was like, "Oh, she's so sweet and lovely." I'm like, "Mom, don't. Don't. This is a tragic Seguk, and you just said the little sister of the main character was so sweet and lovely. You have doomed her yourself, mother."
Yeah, if you have a young or like an older character,
or just someone who's just so
super sweet and has like inspired this person, it's like,
no.
Oh,
if they appear too good for this world,
they will be.
They are.
All right. Let's keep going.
It looks dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why are all the long titles going to Sky?
Zaibatsu Fukushu, Anyome ni Natamoto Yomei. January 6th, Japan. An illegitimate son who is tormented by his family insists he's finally found love and happiness until his wife leaves him for his brother, causing him to swear revenge. And I want to say, it's not just leave him for his brother.
No.
It's like gets knocked up by
the brother, leaves him, tells him like, this is your
because she wants the company stuff.
Yeah,
like that's
good golly.
Yeah, this looks
so. Then he wants to take down the company, and it's like,
good for him.
A classic. Okay, we got a lovely horror show, Noroi wo Ageru, on January 6th, also Japanese. This is going to be a real theme. Japan really decided to release every show they've been working on this month. A group of high school alumni sneak into their old school after meeting for the first time in 10 years, and are then trapped in the school by a vengeful spirit. Just classic. Don't you hate it? When you're at your high school reunion and the evil ghost done traps you.
As one does.
As is common, as happens. All right. Boop, boop.
Tokyo Salad Bowl. January 7th, Japan. A police officer and a Chinese interpreter help each other solve multinational cases.
Very fun. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, the translator must be the girl with green hair. Incorrect.
Aha.
The cop is the girl with green hair.
But as far as the cop being the girl with green hair, is this based on a manga? Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's based on a manga.
Shocking.
What is happening?
Onzoshi ni koi wa muzu sugiru. January 7th, Japan. A spoiled heir to an apparel company is forced to live in the company dorms by his grandfather to learn the business, where he encounters a serious, hardworking coworker and decides to try to win her over. This screams, I want to watch this so bad.
This does scream Vicky, though.
It does scream Vicky.
It screams Vicky. It screams toxic. And when I say that Japan is going to do this so well.
Yeah, like the toxic nonsense they get up to. Like, this guy's going to be the most unlikable dude you've ever met.
And he's very into fashion. Like, that's another aspect that they're all like, he's very, and she's not. Because she's like hardworking, much lower class than him. And he pretty much stumbles across her and is like, why doesn't she look like...
Why doesn't she like me? I'm so likable.
Yeah, why isn't she fawning over me like everybody else? And it's like, oh, that's a good dynamic, right there.
I always enjoy
that's some secret garden shit.
You're the person who's ever been mean to me.
Yes.
Right.
But so fun to watch.
They have a kink they weren't aware of until just now.
Activated.
And all she's doing is like existing. She's just being a person.
She's just minding her business. I always sort of love that plot though, where it's like there's a guy just creating an entire fiction in his mind while a woman's just minding her business.
Yeah.
Just like working. She's just working.
Yeah, she's just living her life, man. Okay, this one we have questions. It was very unclear. It's very unclear.
Yes, we will explain.
Okay, so Alice Chi no Iroribata. A girl returns to her hometown for the first time and reunites with a boy she knew when she still lived there. It's unclear as to how old this fellow is.
I would. So I will say, based on like the poster, like if you just look at him visually, I wouldn't have had concerns. Like if it wasn't written this way in the synopsis, but it felt like the synopsis that was on MDL was like one of those kind of poorly translated types,
and it made
it made it sound like high school student, but it made it maybe sound like that was back when they knew each other. Back
like
in
high school.
But it sort of was written in a way that he is still in high school and she is an adult woman.
But then if you really look at his face, I'm going, but he doesn't look like high school. So like, we don't know
casting.
But then I saw a comment saying that it's like one of the, and of course this is a, I think it's manga, you know, like based on manga. And so it's supposed to be very slice of lifey. Like, and so I'm like, I just really, that makes me think that it's not the ick
weird
that we were getting, but you never know. I guess
debating this one earlier today
because usually if we knew for sure it was him, we would be like warning. We'd be like
people. It wouldn't have made it on, but it was, you know,
I mean, and the poster just looks like
very chill.
Like it's just a small town,
like
romance.
Slice
of life situation.
Food is one of the tags, so like it makes it just so like
we don't know.
It seems like a chill drama. Hopefully,
but if it's not a chill drama, don't come for us.
Yeah,
we don't know. But then we don't know. Don't hold us. Don't hold it against us. Okay, we're innocent.
Be careful.
We're doing our best.
Igarashi Fusai wa Giso Tenon?
I get legitimately angry when I look at how this is exported.
January 8th, out of Japan, a separated married couple who don't speak to each other discover that they are working at the same company. They decide to pretend not to know each other.
Hijinks ensue, yes.
Because you know, like, that'll just be so easy to do.
Yeah.
Right? I never really get that. It's like, you could just lie and say you're divorced or something, like,
or just get divorced,
right? Like, but pretending you don't know somebody is hard.
Yeah,
when you actually do.
Some countries it's hard to get divorced.
That's true. I don't think it is in Japan, though.
No, I don't think it's like one of the harder countries to get divorced.
I mean, maybe they just don't want to. Maybe like some people just want to live their separate lives and still have
like some sort of financial reason
or whatever,
right?
Or like aging parents or something that they don't want to.
But even then, you can not let people know you're married without pretending that you don't know
you can just say you knew each other from college or something. We don't have to pretend you don't know each other.
Yeah, you should make an excuse for some familiarity. That's the main thing.
Right.
Some level of familiarity.
We used to work together at another company. Like,
make up
something. You know, like that's an easier lie than we don't know each other when you're married. Classic.
These people.
These crazy kids. Oh, these crazy kids.
Forbidden Fairy Tale movie. January 8th, Korea. A chaste civil servant who wants to write children's books is assigned to a unit to find and label pornographic content to protect youth, and finds himself somehow involved in writing an adult web novel.
It was very unclear as to how he was involved in the synopsis that was given
I was
to me.
so confused at which character is doing what thing in the synopsis. Like,
I thought it was him, but I don't. Listen, I'm assuming.
I do think, but then also like, I don't remember what she was doing. Anyway, there was a lot of things going on.
It was
someone is being paid to watch porn all day. Is what it like? That's really what it's trying to tell you.
It's like it's not like to watch porn all day, but to watch content to see if it is pornographic.
No. I'm saying that's the way the synopsis was.
The synopsis was like he's forced to watch pornography.
Like that is the way
all day.
The synopsis was written on MDL. I was not just like yanking that. Like
yeah.
So like, and that's. So yeah, Natalia did better like Philly did. Like
I
this is what's
extrapolated
really
some listen, a lot of the times with these synopses, they're very poorly written when I get to them because they're just poorly translated, right? So the context is missing. So I try to like figure out what it might be saying, Context.
But I will say, Korean movie with adult themes,
it's very common.
Just know that's you're gonna get that. So just know that that's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Don't be shocked.
Korean movies are R-rated just like every other country's movies. Don't be fooled. Okay, but Japan just don't care. So my one night rule coming out on January 8th in Japan. This one feels like a Vicky pickup, by the way.
It so does, yeah.
Yeah.
An office worker who's been single for 8 years and decide, okay, listen, this is what happens when we don't have time to proofread. So an office worker has been single for 8 years. She decides to have a one-night stand with her coworker who only has one-night stands. A classic caper. She's sexually frustrated. She decides to have a one-night stand. There we go.
Hijinks
ensue.
Well, it kind of was like society doesn't really allow women to be like that. So like it's kind of going to be a statement thing too. So it'll be interesting.
But I'm sure hijinks will ensue.
And Japan does these so well as far as like
they're just like brave enough to be out
like
here.
Like friends with benefits relationship in Japan is like just like the dramas just like are just always, they just do stuff well.
They know what they're about.
Yeah.
Green Bean, Red Bean, the spinoff. A 4-episode variety special where Kwang Soo and Dio run a restaurant together for 3 days.
Why not?
Sure. Okay.
You know what? This sounds like a fun situation.
Right? I love the height difference.
Yeah. Listen, I love the forced cheesiness of this poster. Because every time Dio is smiling in a photo, he looks like he's being held at gunpoint. Like the man has like a naturally not smiley face.
Right.
And so but he's not. Like that's just how his face is. But I always just sort of laugh because it always just like, I'm like, you good? Like, do you need to be rescued from this situation?
I don't know. I feel like 3 days running a restaurant with Kwang Soo, I might need to be rescued.
Yeah.
Like that feels like a
But like he's good. Like Dio is known for being good at cooking. So at least one of them will be competent.
Ashura no Gotoku. This one is on Netflix. January 9th, Japan. 4 sisters reunite to investigate if their father has a secret love child, a secret they're suspecting but deciding to keep from their mother. It seems very tense.
Yeah. Also, I don't see why that's any of their business. Like, I feel like they should just not even just be like, you know what? Well, it seems like something between my mom and my dad.
Like,
I don't
unless
feel like
it's
I
like
in the middle of it.
Some guy that one of you started dating and suddenly things were connecting and you were like, hang on,
wait
I need to figure this out.
I don't see why they should be putting that much energy into this.
Right.
I do want to say it is set in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like a period
thing. Piece, yeah.
Okay.
And on Netflix, it like US Netflix, it is under just Ashura, Asura. So like this is the Japanese title, just for the record.
So it'll just be Ashura on Netflix if you are in America. The Americas. Yep. Japan's #1 jerk salary man. This has like 9 titles. I just picked.
I couldn't. At that point, I was like, I give up on this title. Like, I couldn't pick which one.
I just picked whatever. So a reporter who doesn't like families, including his own, doesn't like kids, doesn't like the family whole situation.
I don't think he has children.
No,
for the record, like he does not have children.
Is forced to quit his job due to a scandal, and begins living with his younger sister's widower and her surviving children, and then works hard to take care of the house and kids, but is only doing it because he has political aspirations and is using them to make him look good.
Sounds awful.
I
assume
fun. He will change his tune.
He'll get run over by the
redemption arc situation.
The way it was also tagged thriller.
I don't know about that. That would be like a really bizarre. This looks like it'll be fun. Hey, Lucy.
Hello.
I mean, if it was a K-drama, he would find out his sister had been murdered, and there would be a serial killer situation going on. But Japan doesn't always do that.
Listen, there looks like there will be some cute little kids, so that's always fun. You know, Japan does cute little kid actors really well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Boop.
Motel California, January 10th, Korea. The daughter of hoteliers moves back home after 12 years and reunites with her first love, who is now a veterinarian in their hometown.
This has non-woo in it, so I'm gonna watch.
Cute.
I'm gonna watch. There's like also like an element where like her mom is not Korean, so like she had like a bad time due to racism. But yeah, non-woo, cute. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Lucy. That's right. So I'm And by the way, thus begins the January 10th deluge. All right. So, yes.
No,
Gotcha.
but really from here on out. So like the 10th and the 11th and the like, I don't know what happens after this, but it's crazy.
I had a that's enough slices moment while making this PowerPoint today.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Of course, Futara Doshaburi, January 10th, Japan.
Okay.
Two roommates begin secretly confiding to each other through anonymous emails, not realizing each other is who is on the other end of their emails.
It was awkward to write how that worked, but I tried to make it. It's fine. It looks cute. You know,
it's a pretty poster,
and they were roommates. Yes, actually. Yes, they were roommates. Correct, Lucy. Okay. January 10th, Japan. Watashi no Shiranai Watashi. A woman gets amnesia after an accident. So right out the gate, amnesia. And finds herself thrown under suspicion of committing a murder that she doesn't remember because she has amnesia. But then can no longer knows who to trust in her life because she might be getting thrown under the bus by the people because she don't remember shit. So
great.
This looks fun.
There was a supernatural tag. I wonder if that's legit. I'm not sure.
Who knows? Listen, it's always maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Maybe it isn't. Yeah.
All right. What else is on January 10th?
Mirin Kakure Bachitachi, January 10th, Japan. A manga editor who dreams of being a novelist and a burnt-out mangaka move in together and fall in love. However, this is thrown into jeopardy when a woman from the editor's past returns to his company. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. The burnt-out mangaka is a separate person. I realized I should have put an Oxford comma in there, but yet again... We didn't have time to proofread this tonight.
There were too many titles.
There were too many things going on, and we were having a busy day. So it is what it is.
Sorry. Arabashuri, January 10th, Japan, follows a series of stories surrounding a magical sake shop that can only be found by people who need it at the moment.
Ooh,
there was also, and I didn't really know how to write this.
How did you not know how to write it?
Because I couldn't figure out how to fit it into a succinct synopsis. But there
okay,
was also
say it.
A bit where he can turn sake into a human.
Yeah.
And so the human sake can like help the proprietor of the sake shop.
Yeah. Love it.
So there will be
based on a manga, in case you were wondering.
A little bit of
that sounded really funny to me.
Little personification of sake in this one.
When I know absolutely negative amounts about sake in general, I would still think it was really funny. Just give me anthropomorphized drinks of any sort. I will laugh at that.
Right? I'm looking forward to the Korean version where it's soju. Right?
Yeah. Listen, the first sentence really gave me like pop-up
Mystic pop-up bar?
Mystic pop-up bar vibe.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh yeah, and we also turned the sake into a human. I was like, okay, well there went the Mystic pop-up bar vibe, and we've gone into a new level.
A whole different
ball game with this one.
Wild.
Okay, next up. Oh, we got some lesbians. Lesbians, Call Me By No Name. Coming out, you guessed it, January 10th. Japanese drama. A woman living under an alias challenges the woman who's fallen for her to guess her real name. And if she can within a certain time period, they can become friends.
Okay, Rumpelstiltskin.
That's kind of backwards, too.
Yeah. Listen, it looks strange, and they're lesbians. That's right, Lucy. Starting the year off right with some lesbians.
Yeah, see, that's all you need.
Lucy gets it. This looks like it's going to be one of those very bizarre, artsy J-drama type ones.
Yeah, where it's for the experience.
Yeah.
Quite often.
This feels definitely like a Gaga Ooh La La situation.
It sure does. That
sure
does. Gaga written all over it.
Picks up anything. Well, the requirement be kind of gay.
Himitsu, the Top Secret. January 10th, Japan. Yeah. A forensic lab develops a technology to reproduce the memories of the dead, using it to help solve cases.
This kind of reminds me of, do you remember, this is going to be way out of left field, but do you remember the movie Wild Wild West?
Mm-hmm.
Where, with Will Smith, where they could, take the last image you see out of your pupils or whatever? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that's immediately what my brain is thinking with this one.
This is adapted from a manga.
Most of them are.
Throwing that out there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn again?
You're welcome, Sky.
Cool.
You were wondering why you were at the top of the list today.
Yeah.
Kasifu
Kurobi wa Kusata Kazuko wo Yurusanai. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm very tired, so that's why I'm extra red.
You did your best.
January 11th,
we can ask.
Japan. A housekeeper becomes friendly with the family she works for. However, she soon devolves into insanity, trying to make them create the ideal family.
Good times. Good times.
Okay.
Bad times. Not fun.
Bad times for the family. Good times for the viewer, I'm sure.
Yes. Bad times for the family. But yeah, I bet it is. I bet it's fascinating to watch.
Mm-hmm.
See, Lucy also thought of Wild Wild West. It was not. There are dozens of us.
Wild Wild West.
Unmasked, January 15th in Korea. An overzealous journalist and her crew work any ways to find news stories and save their program on the edge of being canceled. She looks like maybe slightly unethical in news hound type situation.
So we're already hopping to January 15th?
Yeah, we zipped ahead. There was nothing between the 11th and the 15th, or was there? I didn't think there was.
5, 6, 7, 8. I see 9.
My God. What happened? Okay, let me just quickly listen. This is what happens when
it's fine.
I'm left for things.
You're fine.
Let's see. Anything important here?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Singles Inferno comes out on the 14th.
Okay.
On Netflix. And I will say Hotspot looked fun.
Hotspot
will be on the 12th. It is a comedy sci-fi, Japanese. We'll see if it pops up anywhere, but it looked pretty cool. And there is a Japanese, so Renai Kakume was adapted from the Korean webtoon Love Revolution. There was a K-drama called Love Revolution. So that's that. So,
anything else? Anything else we're missing?
Off the top of my head, none of them looked those were the ones that were really cool looking, in my opinion.
Don't know how I've done this. This is why.
It's totally fine. It's because there were a bazillion titles.
There were so many.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone.
I'm going to be straight up. 90% of them are Japanese, and
we won't see them anyway.
A lot of them probably won't be coming across. So that's just being real.
But also, there's a new season of Singles Inferno on the 14th. My bad.
Some people are super into that.
Yeah, some people are really into Singles Inferno. It's coming back. Sorry. My bad.
Mondai Buken, January 15th, Japan. A man with good memory works to solve bizarre incidents. Okay.
Yep. You're thinking, oh, she must have really like pared down a really long. No, that was basically what it said on MBL. It just like named off a few bizarre incidents that he works with, like a poltergeist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
But so like comedy type or lighter mysteries.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like a.
It's not.
Listen, there's a dog wearing a sweater on the poster. I don't think that there's going to be.
I did not even see the dog. Now I see the dog.
I feel like it's going to be okay. You know, I think it's going to be a real chill, fun vibe as versus a hardcore crime situation.
Sky.
There we go. Okay. Well, it takes a while to flip.
Yeah.
Watashi wa
slow.
Watashi wa Saikai Bijin. This is the Japanese remake of My Idea's Kingdom Beauty. January 17th, Japan. Have we had lots of other versions? We have, but it's Japanese. It's Japan's turn to go.
The Thai version is pretty good. I liked it. So we'll see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, why not?
When you have good source material, use it.
Why not? Like that fellow they've cast was a real Chan Wooian vibe to it.
Yeah, I was like, who's that dude?
Yeah, like he's got a good Chan Woo situation happening. Like he's sort of a face, you know. Yeah, I think they're gonna ham it up a bit. Yeah, you know, it's good fun. It's good crack. Good crack. This one looks fun. Hote no Dragon. A lawyer hires a woman who predicted the outcome of his current case to work at his law office despite having no legal background, and she uses game strategy from the game of shogi to solve cases.
Ooh, I like it.
Isn't that fun? She's
fun.
Just like, I'm just a gamer. She's just a gamer girl. She's just a gamer girl using gamer girl stuff to solve crime. Good time.
She just does the math.
That's right. Boop.
I like it. Ensemble. January 18th out of Japan. A lawyer who is very pragmatic about love due to past trauma meets a young idealistic rookie who is very sincere and decides to woo her.
A little bit of Noonas romance. We love to see it. He does look very sincere in this poster.
He does.
He has puppy energy.
I like it.
Tokyo Camouflage Hour. Thank you. English words. January 19th, Japan. An awkward man newly transferred to Tokyo by his job has a one-night stand with an older woman, which throws him into a tailspin. Oh no!
Oh
no! Sexy tailspin.
Like, why is that throwing you into a tailspin? Unless he like finds out it's his mom's best friend or something. You know, like. Okay, you had sex? Like, I just...
Good job. Like, chill, buddy. Chill.
I thought she was 19, and it turns out she's 29. Like, sir.
An elder. An absolute elder. They love an older woman. That's right. Hey, Nelly, welcome to chat. Okay. Boop. Mikami Sensei. January 19th, Japan. An idealistic teacher with the desire to reform education finds himself transferred to a private school and decides to start his grand plans of reformation there. I get the feeling the people there are going to appreciate.
Perhaps.
That's usually how these things work. But it's TBS, so there is a chance that it will get picked up from somewhere, because I find a lot of the TBS ones do. So... fingers crossed. Boop.
Vanilla na Mainichi. January 20, Japan. After her shop fails, a patissier finds herself holding a private confectionery class with various students, helped by a culinary researcher. Okay.
Sorry, Lucy, your comment that just came in. Every time, same. every time.
Yeah.
Like, some of these dramas.
We need the little like handcuffs emoji.
Yeah.
For some of these. Yeah.
Yeah, often we skip them. Sometimes if we think it actually might pop up, we do warn you. Like that's usually how we do it.
Yeah.
But then we hit those where we're like, we don't know.
We don't know. But that one didn't have like
this
romance
red
tags
flag?
or anything. Like I think that's just like a straight up like not a not teacher situation, you know. We're talking again about Mikami Sensei. There's a bit of like a delay between like
what we see,
and what we are saying, and what you see, because that's just how internet works. So, but yeah,
this looks probably.
Yeah, this one looks cute, but
food. Japan does food dramas well, so
they do, and they're always really hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Kyoku Sosa Hiragi Han, January 21st, Japan. A female detective possesses a photographic memory and uses it to solve complex cases along with her coworkers, all the while plagued by a dark past.
They always have a dark past plaguing
dark past.
Nobody ever gets into crime solving in dramas just because they want to help. They always get into it because they have to like solve this trauma from their past.
Yeah. It's like, listen, none of them ever got peaceful childhoods. No. They're all just, they should all be in therapy all the time. You know,
so much therapy.
Dark, traumatic pasts. But that's true. Yes, sexy lady detective Lucy. We do love to see it. We do love to see it. All right. We also have a drama special that's going to be after The Queen Who Crowns, Dano's Destiny, which I think it's a drama special following the events of the youthful romance between the Queen and King before the throne turned them against each other. So, I guess.
I just think, so you're going to see this super tense show. Like, there's no way that the original drama is not like this super tense dark show.
Yeah, and like, I feel like he's not going to come out looking very good.
Right. And so then they're expecting people to go, oh, I want to watch them being cute. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm really going to desire that.
This drama special, like, connected to a show really worked with No Gain, No Love and Spice Up Your Love. Because you're just like, oh, this is a fun, like, just literally side story.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just, it's fun and everyone's having a good time. But I don't think anyone in the original show is going to be having a good time.
Like, I feel like this tells me something about how that other drama is going to end. Like, there's going to be something about it that leads you, you know, with like them dead on the floor reaching for each other or something. And then it's going to be like, you know.
So, but see, here's how mean I am. If I was the person being like, let's do this drama special, I'd be like, no,
you gotta put it out before.
Release it first. That's what I would have done.
You gotta release it before.
A month before.
Yeah. Like make everyone watch it and like be like, oh, I love these two together, and then make them terrible.
Yeah.
That's how you
do what I would have done.
The maximum traumatic effect for the viewer.
Especially because people would watch this like light historical and be like, ooh, I know the poster's dark, but I think it's gonna be fun. That prequel was, and you're like,
listen, we like to bait and switch people, okay? Like, it's fine.
But
you know,
I'm sure there will be something in the drama that makes this like make sense of, because they just seem like totally different vibes. Like,
yeah, they seem wildly discordant, you know? Yeah, see, Lucy, we know. That's why you're friends with us. Because we're the same. You, me, same. All right.
Where are we now? Me?
It's
okay.
you.
Exchange, Another Beginning. January 22nd out of Korea. A follow-up to the 2021 variety show about deciding between new love and an ex. Exchange, seeing if the returning cast can find love a second time.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of that, like, the premise of the show from Frankly Speaking.
Yeah.
And then somebody went, Actually.
Well, the original was from 2021.
Let's stick with that. So, like
maybe, frankly speaking, was based on
that
name
might
from the original show. Who knows?
possible.
Frankly speaking, was a fun show. That was a fun show. Fun, harmless little show.
Study group, January 23rd, Korea. A student wants to be good at studying, but is only really good at fighting.
Classic.
He decides to form a study group at his high school, one of the worst ranked schools in the country. When his study group members get bullied, he decides to defend them with his fighting skills.
You know what? This seems fun. This seems fun.
Also, he's such a delight.
He's so cute. I know
he's
that
so sweet to people.
30,
like in
so
real life, he's a sweet person.
Yeah.
So
I know he's almost 30, so I shouldn't be like, oh, he's so cute. But like he is. I also
he's a very polite. Like he's super polite. Like just behind the scenes, he's just. I watched a lot of Anthony Souls behind the scenes. Okay, like I've seen him do stuff.
This didn't have a poster, but I included it anyway, mostly because. We know
I'm gonna be watching this if this exists anywhere.
listen.
It's my show.
Listen, Jujihoon. We say okay, sure. January 24th, Korea, the Trauma Code, Heroes on Call, which follows a trauma surgeon who begins to work at a university hospital with a team of talented medical staff. There was also like a bit about how this university hospital hates him being good at his job because him doing all these complicated trauma surgeries have been ruining their budget. So they're trying to also get rid of him. Capitalism.
Where you save lives.
But it's a university hospiil. You'd be able to teach people better.
Like Nelly, you are so right. He's like, when did he have time to make all of these shows?
Right.
Like, even if a couple of these were, a year or two, because some of these would have taken some extra CGI or something. But, what has he been doing? Does he live?
Because he got bills. He's got bills to pay. We understand.
Apparently,
we feel you. We feel
Maybe
you.
he had a little sit down with Kim Won-tae and just kind of
said, please help
teach me a way.
Please, sir, I need a show. But we're living. We're loving it. I see his face. I hit play. Because he is an incredibly talented actor. And I literally have one episode left on Love Your Enemy that I'm going to finish tonight after.
I have two.
After I finish this. I could have finished it earlier, but since I had watched 127 shows in 2024, I didn't want to finish any more shows in 2024 so I could go out with the NCT number. Because I'm a ridiculous human being. No, you better not. Yeah, that's right. You better not hibernate after this one.
Are we back to me again?
It's back to you.
So.
Okay. Dark Nuns.
Love it.
It's a movie. January 24th, Korea. A young man gets possessed by an evil spirit, and two nuns decide to help him despite not being trained exorcists.
Say less. Say less.
Right.
I want to watch
Women getting things done.
Yes,
they need to get things done.
Women gonna kill Satan. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I also just really love exorcism stuff. I love exorcism stuff.
Well, and there's been like a massive hot priest moment.
Yeah,
we need some hot nun moment.
Hot nun moment. Hot nun moment.
Gotta be fair.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're my secretary. Yes, it is a Thai adaptation of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, in case you're wondering. January 24th, Thailand.
It also it did have a poster, but the poster was just text on a pink background, so I went with a more fun just picture of the main lady. That seemed like a better option. But hell yeah. It's I believe GMMTV, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think so, yeah.
So that's gonna be fun as hell.
It would be really. It's sometimes fun. Like if you love an IP that gets redone, it's fun to go check out what they do with it, even if it's just styling or something. And if they keep doing the same styling or different, it's just kind of fun.
Yeah. I like watching like remakes of things. It'll feel weird without my husband. Well. It'll be, listen, you can cheat on him a little. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We won't say anything. Wink, wink. Kujaku no dance. Daddy Gamita. A university student's former cop father is murdered. And the culprit seems to be the son of a man her father arrested in the past. But she's not entirely sure. She's not entirely sure. Look at me. Look at me. In shambles without time to proofread this. She's not entirely sure he's the actual murderer and decides to investigate herself. This comes out on the 24th. I swear I know how to write in English. I just need people to know that
it's a lot.
I do know how to write mostly sometimes.
Sozuku Tente. January 25th, Japan, a private detective who specializes in inheritance law takes on complicated inheritance cases with his team of colorful characters.
Love
Say
a colorful
less.
character. Love a colorful
I
character.
Law plus colorful characters sounds fun.
I just think that, like, it looks like the poster looks dark to me. Like, as far as you wouldn't think, oh, colorful character, like, oh, colorful character. I don't know.
I mean, it could turn out to be a lot of murder situations, right?
Yeah.
Like he's looking into inheritance law, and then it turns out
colorful characters. Like,
yeah.
Mike, I'm gonna be real. There wasn't a lot of gay this month, but I can give you a brief.
There was a handful.
There was a handful. New Boss Noel show comes out in a couple days. We got some lesbian mysteries. We got Awesome's Love with Earth Mix coming out. We got a cute Japanese one that has a real they were roommates vibe.
Literally.
And they were literally roommates. And then that was pretty much the highlights.
Kind of.
A bit of light on the gay ground tonight, you know?
Given the amount of dramas that we've talked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's there. Remember, Dark Nuns also comes out. Listen. Let me switch over because now we're going to be chatting about K-pop comebacks. There were some like TBA dates, but there were so many other dramas this month that I said, nah, it's fine. Maybe they'll be there. Yeah, the gay is the headcanon. The gay is the headcanons we made along the way. That you're so valid, Lucy. You're so valid with that one. All right. There's also pretty light on the ground, though. For as many dramas as there were, not that many announced K-pop comebacks that we located. So if we missed any, it's not personal. We're just bad at researching, apparently. We did our best, okay?
We always check at least 2 different places. Yeah, we compare lists and stuff. But stuff happens.
Things happen.
Mont, January 2nd. And Boy Next Door, January 6th.
We do love a good Boy Next Door comeback.
This is a very colorful page.
I like the Mont styling. That's fun.
I don't know if that's current styling.
Sure. It's just cute.
Like,
I'm sure you're like, ooh.
Yeah, little behind the veil is I go to the Google image search and I type in the band name and then the word K-pop and then pick the nicest image that comes up in the top results. That's what happens.
Good job.
So excited for these two. Yeah, Boy Next Door. We do love a good Boy Next Door. Good love a good Mont. And our boy Onu has just been cranking out release after release. So Onu is coming back on the 6th, and there's a debut group. Bold to debut in January, I think.
Very bold.
X-Love, a new 4-member boy. I didn't look up the ages. Let me just do a quick little look up here. What? Okay, 99, 2000, 2006, and then one has no information. The
Ageless.
One with the long hair.
Got it. One is a vampire. I am totally into that.
N-A. All that I know about him is he is the tallest member and is Korean, but is fluent in English.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know. It does, Lucy, it does. It does. I'm looking, these promo images look incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't like it when we use that as a
Say those.
as a compliment. They think that we're not using it as a compliment.
According to me, like, there's a vampire in this group. I'm totally into it. That's great.
Listen, also like all these images. I know that you're not looking at them right now because I am Sky, but they're all red-black. The red-black color theme is very much in there. Oh, my boys.
Is it my turn already?
No, it's Amanda's turn.
Amanda's.
But my sweet boys.
On January 8th, BSS. And, January 9th, Woosun.
Don't kill yourself. We are Busaksoon. Busaksoon. Listen, you know it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a banger. Whatever it is.
It's gonna be a good time and fun. That's right. Busaksoon. Hoshi cult. Activate.
Still not showing. There we go. Okay. Tuesday, January 11th, and G Friend, January 13th.
Oh, G Friend.
I do like some 2Z.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's right. I'm gonna pretend that like the clapping hands are actually just the Horonghe cult activating because Lucy and I are both members. It's me, right?
Yep, I think so.
Ive comes back on January 13th, and then almost all the same letters. Way comes back on January 15th. That's fun.
Yeah. On January 15th, we've got the BB Girls. And on January 20th, got
You know what? I'm so excited for all the new K-pop people to discover GOT7.
Right.
Because like a lot of their discography is incredibly embarrassing, and I'm really excited for that. I'm like genuinely excited for that.
Yeah.
GOT7.
Bookfell, January 20th, and Koiblen, January 23rd.
Mm-hmm. He's a soloist.
Okay.
And then I believe there is just one more, and I'm so glad it came to me. Because my special boys, Zero Base One, Japanese release on January 29th. Hell yeah. Zero Base One. Hell yeah. Zero Base One. I love Zero Base One. Boop, boop, Zero Base One. Boop, boop. Ricky Stan. Hot and young. Hot, rich, young. Let's do it. Yes.
She's excited.
I'm really into Zero Base One, okay? I'm a big Zero Base One fan. And that's cool. It. Yes. That's it. What are you looking forward to? Classic Capers. We did it. We did it again.
And that was speeding through.
We made it through.
It was still over an hour. Oh boy. Baby. So, this is, it's our first... Mike, you shut your whore mouth. That's all I have to say about that. I have faith. Hey, listen, if Kepler can do it, Zero Base One can do it. And Zero Base One is, like, crazy popular, okay? It's not just me. There's millions of
Dozens.
No, like, I usually joke about dozens of it when it's just, like, Lucy and I together saying something stupid, but like there's many of us. Yeah, Mike. Don't bring that energy into 2025. Bring the hopeful energy, okay? Mike, I need you to shut your trap. By the way, anyone watching this, Mike and I are friends. I'm not just being randomly mean to some dude in chat. We're not randomly mean to chat.
Like a bad reputation as really nasty.
Because I'm just fighting with Mike in the comment section because he's making me feel sad about Zero Base One. I just got a Zero Base One lanyard for my work keys.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, that's been our first live stream of 2025. We have like a super fun live stream coming up on the 11th. We have befriended an auteur.
We're fancy now.
Irene Tay, auteur. And she has a new book coming out. She writes contemporary romance, but wrote a couple K-pop themed romance novels. So she has got a new one coming out. So we're doing a book launch with her on the 11th.
And there's going to be like prizes and stuff.
Yeah. Giveaway. It's going to be fun.
It'll be noon on a Saturday. Well, okay. Noon my time.
1 p.m.
1 o'clock
EST.
Eastern.
1 p.m. Eastern time.
Irene's in Central with me.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. So we're going to be doing that. And then we got some other stuff coming up. We're still working out the scheduling. But so thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back. We had a new episode coming out Monday, as always, because we always got a new episode coming on Monday. That's
how we do.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we hope you have a great night, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.